welcome to a live Shaw Sports presentation.
Welcome into the VIU gym here in beautiful Nanaimo, British Columbia. It has all come down to this, the championship gold medal final of the 2023 CCAA Women's Volleyball National Championships. It is the Camosun College Chargers taking on the Lakeland College Rustlers. Here for all the marbles, Ian Wilson alongside Kyle Donan to bring you all the action here live on Shaw Spotlight.
Yeah, it's been a great start to this tournament, and we're into the final match now, which we will have the O Canada first before we get started, and then we'll be right into the action.
Of the anthem from here in the VIU gym, a storied building and a storied week that is heading towards its cataclysmic conclusion. The Lakeland College Rustlers, the ACSC champions out of Lloydminster, Alberta, taking on the Pac West champion Camosun Chargers out of Victoria, BC. So lots of fans in attendance, both the Lakeland faithful as well as the Chargers fans from Down Island in Victoria. Both of these squads obviously winning everything to get here and doing so in dominant fashion, as these sides leaving no doubt as to who should be present and accounted for here in this championship final.
Yeah, these have been the two best teams from the very beginning of this tournament, earning that right to be in this position. Also had a day off, so it'll be interesting to see what the start is like for both teams, having that 1 day in between, and how they will respond at the very beginning will tell us a lot about what's going to be the situation for this match.
Those first few sets and those first few serves are always going to be incredibly important here. The day off, we'll see what they do with it. The fresh legs out on the floor. Lights out and spotlight on. The light shining the brightest here as we welcome in the starting unit. Up first, Janae Varga, third year outside out of Munster, Saskatchewan. Their server, Jana Lang, the third year setter, 5'8" out of Portage La Prairie, Manitoba. Avery Bates, second year outside out of Acme, Alberta. Lana Matthews, the pride of Sturgeon County, has had some incredible offensive output in this tournament. Sienna Trumier from Prince Albert, Saskatchewan. Incredible member of that passing core for the Rustlers. Kaylee Lewick, the dominant offensive force in the middle blocker position. And Sarah Hogue, the second-year middle out of Dauphin, Manitoba. Led by head coach Austin Dyer, the CCAA Coach of the Year. Their assistants Matt Peck and Oriana Hindman. This is a Rustlers squad that looked very, very good in their initial match against Les Rouges. And then getting through their semifinals with pretty much a breeze as well. Chantel Doby. Here comes some of the veterans right out of the bat, the fourth-year middle out of Salmon Arm. Hannah May, fourth year outside, the local product from Victoria, BC, led her team in kills in their semifinal matchup. As their libero, Avery Sandy, out of Lamont, Alberta, 5'4", the first year. Pomponio, second-year center out of Victoria, BC. Lots of local flavor for this Camosun side. Karina McNeese, the player of the game for the Camosun Chargers in their first match of the tournament. They took down the Holland College Hurricanes. McNeese, an incredible passer for the back line. Rylan Borman and Erica Bowling. Bowling from Victoria, BC, and Borman, one of the prides of Red Deer, Alberta. There's quite a few of them on this squad. And Gracie May, third-year middle out of Victoria. And we mentioned lots of South Island flair on this Camosun starting unit. Head coach Brent Hall and assistants Jeremy Schmidt, Morgan Monkman, Chris Katugas, and Florence Lannis. It's the Chargers and the Rustlers. It's been an incredible week of volleyball action here in VIU in Nanaimo, BC, and we've got time for one last dance, Kyle.
Yeah, one last dance. It's what both these two teams have been waiting for. Again, that day in between, having to wait the extra day. Emotions probably building over that 24 hours. I remember I talked to Coach Hall after their win in the semifinals, and I was like, oh, you're going to spend a long night doing some game tape. He's like, wait, we don't have to play tomorrow. He realized he had an extra 24 hours to sit and probably watch some tape and prep for what is the pinnacle of what they've been working towards all season.
Camosun winning the Pac West Championship over VIU, and now comes into the Mariners barn and looks to take the national gold. McNeese into the front row. Here's the outside swing for Hannah May. What a start as the Victoria faithful on their feet.
Yeah, good first swing there from Hannah May. Again, led the offense for the Chargers in that semifinal. And now their top server, Bowling, goes back.
Erica Bowling always ready to set the tone from that service line. He's got the heavy spin serve dialed in here early. Push set to the outside. Varga, the roll shot. Tipped it off of the block. That one down. And Janae Varga, high offensive output in their semifinal game. And then off of the block there to keep the Rustlers rolling here. 1-1 in the first set. Lewick. That one goes wide. As we mentioned, you'd mentioned it early on, the extra day in between potentially going to wreak havoc on these players. We'll see who can get back into the flow of the game sooner.
I think some players it'll work well. It will have helped them, and some it'll maybe take them a few extra points to kind of get into it. As we see another missed serve to start here. Still 2-2 though early on. Lots of room for to make a few of those errors to kind of get into the rhythm.
Adobe putting that one into the net, so Jenna Lang will step back from Portage La Prairie. As that one, a beautiful serve kept up by McNeese. Here's Borman with a swing, dug out, got under it, and Bates tried to get a hand underneath it, but unable to get it to go there.
Yeah, great pass too there from McNeese. That was a perfect pass on a very difficult serve from Lang.
You see the Rustlers there on the replay just coming together and calm, cool, and collected for the ACSC champions. Lang taking a swing there. Sarah Hogue going to be denied at the net. As Camosun, the middle blockers getting in on the party early.
Yeah, good read there from Gracie May. Able to track that middle attack. Rustlers trying to go to that middle early.
Shout outs to the Shaw Spotlight broadcast crew for bringing us all the best angles of this championship finals action. And a shout outs to Sports Canada TV for bringing all the action the first few preliminary days of this tournament. It's been incredible. And thank you for tuning in all week long. Here's Varga. Running float serve, has problems with it. The service ace is going to give Lakeland a bit of a boost early.
Yeah, both teams have had their ups and downs already from the serve pass side of the game here. A couple missed serves, a couple miscues in the passing core as well. It's probably going to take a few points to settle in there.
Varga, McNeese able to track that one down, has a little bit of trouble with it. It'll go to the outside. Borman takes a swing at it. Dug out. May and Hogue come together. Right side swing from Bates down the line. McNeese, what a dig there. Into the middle, tipped over the block. Gracie May cashes in.
Impressive dig down the line there from McNeese. That swing from Bates was great. It looked good. Looked like she put it in a perfect spot there, but McNeese says, I'll be there too.
Rita McNeese, the player of the game in that opening game against Holland College for a reason. The veteran, tight set, tipped over. That one going out of play as Sarah Hogue just trying to shift around that block. Gracie May been keying in really good early here.
It always helps as a middle if you can get a good touch on your counterpart right in the early stages of the game. Makes you have to debate what to do on that next swing.
As Borman, her serve going wide right. To the far line, Kaylee Lewick's going to check into the front row here. So Sarah Hogue back to serve. Bates, Matthews, and Lewick up front. As the dump play into the pot. Smart decision there for Taylor Pomponio.
Yeah, Pomponio hasn't done a lot of dumps in this tournament, but a good decision there, keeping the defense on their toes of what's going to happen on their side of the offense.
Gracie May back to serve. 7-5 your score here. Varga to receive it. There's the serve to the outside. Big swing for Matthews off of the block, kept alive by Camosun. Here's the outside for Bowling to answer. What a dig by Varga. As Matthews will take another swing. Borman had trouble with it initially. Can they keep it up? They do. It's free. Is it too far? It lands in!
Wow. That's a tough play there for Varga too. Nobody there to help her. I was expecting her to take it, but the reaction that she gave was kind of perfect though. She smiled about it, didn't really let it bother her, and she's right back into the play there for that next pass.
What a turn of events there. A kill for Erica Bowling on the free ball swing. Matthews to get it back for the Rustlers.
A great response there from the Rustlers after that tough loss of point. An impressive swing on that left side after the pass too there from Matthews.
As Lakeland Bates back at the service line, that one going to float long. And that's one thing that the Rustlers have needed to key in on early here. They've had some service errors that have really attributed to Camosun having the opportunities to get momentum of their own. Backhands here as Pomponio back to the line. Varga digs it out. Here's the push to the outside. Matthews, another big swing through the arms there with Pomponio set and down.
That's two impressive swings back-to-back by Matthews. She's feeling it here early, and now we'll go back to serve for the Rustlers. Again, we see it on that replay. Hard down the line. A really good set, too, to that outside.
Lana Matthews, third year outside from Sturgeon County. She'll put that one wide, and again, another service error for Lakeland.
Yeah, serving errors have not really been something we've seen a lot of from the Rustlers. So it's a bit of an odd thing to see in this opening set, but they're only down by a couple here. This will be kind of a turning point as Bolink is served really well for Camosun.
Erica Bolink, Varga does well to receive it. There's the high bump set. Varga on the give and go goes and gets it. That one going to go free. Out of bounds. A little bit of trouble receiving that one.
Again, common cool Rustlers on that side. Again, a great response on a good serve too. Bolink with a good rep, but Varga the better of it to make that pass count.
Lewick. Dug out by Bolink. Here's the high bump set, looking for the left side. Borman sends it over and just unable to dig it out of the back row. Borman doesn't have to put a whole lot of power on it. And Matthews unable to handle it there.
Yeah, good use of the block there from Borman too, just off the fingers. Made it a little bit more difficult for Matthews to get a read on it.
11-8. Chargers up by 3. Matthews, good dig there. Has a bit of trouble there. Back row swing off of the hands. Here's Pomponio. Sent it to the outside, but had a bit of a miscommunication there. Diving to try and keep that one alive there. Free ball coming again here for Camosun. May gets the initial dig. Quick play into the middle. Tipped over the block by May. High bump set. Varga. Roll shot. There's that one. Set up. Here's the set again. Varga goes for the power this time off of the swing. That one going to be out of bounds. As Varga tried to cut that one down the line.
Yeah, it's the first time we've seen her make an error. She had to do a couple tips during that rally as well. Went for it there and just missing to the outside. Look for her to get another opportunity here.
And an ace for Chantel Doby. That one dying just before the attack line. Salmon Arms going to be happy with that one as the Rustlers down 5 here, 13-8 your score. Coach Austin Dyer will call his first time out.
And one thing we've talked about a lot throughout this tournament is the responses that teams have been able to have after those timeouts. And this is one of those situations. The Rustlers weren't great in their opening match, but they were incredibly well prepared and responded very well for their team and their coach in that second match. So, you know, a timeout like this here early, they haven't served well, which has put them in a difficult spot. I'd look for them to respond really well here out of the timeout. And for the Chargers, a good start. Just a good, calm start. Haven't had to do too many things. Again, the errors that have happened on the Rustler side with their serves hasn't put as much pressure on their passing core in this opening set.
As we'll get a couple of highlights from what we've seen so far in set number 1. As we've seen a couple of swings from Janae Varga and company, but as you mentioned, and I mean, Lakeland doesn't get to where they are here in the championship game without the coach being able to have that game plan, but then shift it when needed. And so far, Camosun's got the better of that early game plan. We'll see if Austin Dyer and company can switch things up here. But Chantel Doby, we saw that ace on the last part of the replays. We'll see her serve again here, up by 5. Doby, good again on the serve. Here it comes to the outside. Varga takes the swing. Nice dig by Bowling. Pomponio gonna go for the high bump set. And a bit of a miscommunication there as Borman going back into the right corner, just unable to get there in time.
Yeah, just a miscue there on the Chargers side. Again, all coming up laughing, shaking that play off and moving on to the next one.
That's important, being able to shake off the miscues and just keep getting back to the style of volleyball you know you can play. McNeese up to Pomponio. Here's the outside swing. Borman blocked. May keeps it up. Pomponio the back set. There's Hannah May. Dug by Trumier as Varga tips it over the block. Off the net. May keeps it alive. There's the free ball. Stripped over her own player. Takes a swing. Varga. Pomponio to the outside. Borman another swing. Trumier. Can Matthews get there? Matthews keeps it alive. It goes over. Free ball for Camosun. May dug out by the setter there. Here they come to the right side. Swing for Bates, and it gets through.
What a rally. 2 great rallies that we've had similar to that already. Both teams have won an opening big point like that already, and the energy that these 2 teams have had from the crowd helping as well.
A great crowd on hand here at VIU. The fans have been exceptional all week long as Lakeland winning that big rally and then putting the serve wide. And any time that they've been able to start the kindling, the sparks of momentum, it's been given away on something like a service error.
Yeah, absolutely. They got to find their serving game here. That's the only difference between them and the Chargers here early on.
As that one going to go long for Hannah May. Both sides, maybe a few early championship jitters here. Janae Varga will head back for Lakeland. Get some good power out of her serves. Up by 3. Or down by 3, I should say, for Lakeland, 14-11. That one just over the attack line. Here's the outside swing for Erica Bowling. That one sent back as a free ball. Pomponio right back to Bowling a second time. That one popped up by McNeese. Gonna have to send it over as a free ball. Trumier up to Lang. Here's the right side swing for Bates! Acme, Alberta's favorite daughter. Avery Bates, what a swing there.
Yeah, again, goes right back to the same swing she had that McNeese picked up earlier, and not afraid to go back to her bread and butter shot down the line.
Varga right at McNeese again. Here's the outside. Bowling blocked and down. Sarah Hogue.
Yeah, good close there from Hogue to that outside. Again, Bates poses a very large outside right side block there, and sometimes that forces you to try to go away from that, and Hogue did a nice job to close the gap.
Varga once again. Bowling forced to go at it there. McNeese, the high bump set to the outside. Roll shot there just to tip it over. As here's the back set. Bates going for the line once again. Net violation there on Camosun.
A string of errors here for the Chargers. Lets the Rustlers back in here to tie the game.
And Bates just able to find that slight gap down the right side line once again, as we saw there on the replay. Here's the step around. Gracie May gets some power on it. And now a net violation against Lakeland.
A good dig though by Trumier down that line. Again, it doesn't stay in play, or doesn't keep the rally going because of the net call, pardon me, but at the same time though, making that dig, that touch on a good swing from May out of that step around.
Paige Roslinski, another part of the Red Deer Alberta contingent, checking in, as we'll often see her do for that service in the back row, as she'll come in for Ryland Borman. Puts that one into the net. And now the Rustlers going to send in a substitute of their own, Paige Zadek from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Yeah, Zadek has served a few times here for Hogue in the back row.
Zadek finds the tape. That one gives Lewick a bonk on the noggin as well, as Hogue will come right back in and then head out, as Trumier will be back into the back row here. Gracie May to step back and serve for Camosun. 16-15, 1 point advantage here for the Chargers. Gracie May goes at Matthews. Lang goes out to Matthews on the outside. Great dig there by Roslinski. Into the block and down. 4 touches called there. Just unable to elevate that one into the hands on the block.
Yeah, the last 3 or 4 swings on that left side, the Rustlers have done a really nice job in the middle to close the gap.
Bowling. McNeese going to go for the high outside bump set. The Rustlers keep that one alive from her knees. Bates gets that one over the set. Quick play for Doby, tipped it across. Lang on the outside. Matthews swings it off of the hands. McNeese got a piece of it, but that one will be down to give the Rustlers the lead at 17-16.
Yeah, defense to offense there for the Rustlers. They've done a nice job here early on.
As that one dug out. Camosun to answer, and another big block as the Rustlers smothering on defense right now.
Yeah, their block's been really fired up. I think Lewick and Hogue in the middle have done a nice job to close the gap on some good block sets on the outside.
Bowling got the initial dig. She'll get it on the high outside swing. They'll get touches at the net. Bowling swinging it high off of the fingers.
Bowling not getting any easy points there, having to work hard on that outside.
We know Bowling's got the power to put that ball down, but playing more to the finesse side of things here. Backhands for Camosun as Pomponio puts the serve in. Here's the back set and the step around. Lewick, that one just inside the end line. Great placement there on a good step around for Lewick.
Yeah, good deep swing there from Lewick. Looking for some hands too. Just tagging the end line there.
Lewick, the 4th-year middle from Regina. Continuing the service run there was Matthews. Dug out, Pomponio the back set. Bowling tried to tip it across. Saw a bit of a gap open up there in the front line. That one just off the tape and stays on her own side.
Rustlers putting pressure on the Chargers offense here with a few of those blocks in the last few points. Chargers looking a little bit tight on those wing attacks.
As Matthews finally missing one long. Camosun's even got their mascot here. What energy we've had in the building this afternoon already. As Roslinski will take his seat. Borman checking in. They're back into the front row, so we'll have May, Doby, and Borman in the front row here. Bowling to serve. Here comes the spin. Lets it go. Kisses the back line. An ace for Erica Bowling.
Bowling's had a great serving tournament. Just her first point of the this match so far. As she paints the back line there. Rustlers make a substitution here to try to slow the serve down.
Olivia Mickle from Weyburn, Saskatchewan checking in. Erica Bowling. As that one going in as well. Back-to-back aces for Erica Bowling. Erica Bowling getting so much spin and so much action on those serves. As Avery Bates going to check back in for Mickle. As they still look to try and slow up the serve here. Austin Dyer going deep into the bag of tricks. 20-20. Bowling to serve again. That one online as well. Lang to Varga. Varga was slow getting there. Has to tip it. And it works to her advantage.
Yeah, had a lot more room down that line than I think she expected with that tip. Never looked like she was ever going to jump to attack. Pomponio just didn't get a good read on that.
When Varga just not able to get there in time as she was deep in on the dig initially there. As Bowling able to get a hand underneath that one, but puts it further back up into the stands. 22-20 now. Lakeland pulling out the 2-point lead. Lewick will be back to serve for the Rustlers. 22-20. Lewick serve is good. Bowling tight to the net as Doby had to recorrect. Poked that one across. Can they keep the free ball in? They do. Camosun to the right side. May takes a swing. Doby keeps it up. Here's the push set to the outside. That one given over to the back corner as a free ball. Bowling up to Pomponio. Doby takes a swing.
Yeah, good change of pace there from Pomponio to find her middle. Hasn't been able to go to the middle as much in the last 10 points or so, but able to get it to Doby there, who goes back to serve now.
As Doby nearly gets the ace there, but she'll get a free ball to the outside. Borman denied there. As two touches there, just unable to get gathered underneath that one coming off of the block.
Yeah, again, that outside block for the Rustlers has done a really nice job. Even their setter on that outside, who's the smaller block compared to Bates, their right side, but she's done a nice body of work in that front row so far.
McNeese handcuffed by that one, as that will push this game, this opening set to set point here, 24-21. As Brent Hall not going to call the timeout here. Here's Lang. Serve is in, dug out. Right side, May off the block. Matthews unable to keep that one up with the off-arm swing.
It almost looked like Matthews thought she had less time there and actually had a little bit more room to take a step or two. And she smiles about it while she hits the floor too.
Anna May sends that one long to end off set number one. 25-22 the score, as the Lakeland Rustlers here in the championship game come away with the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, a slower start for the Rustlers, but I mentioned it before. They were down 13-8 or 13-9 when they called their first timeout, and they responded very well. They changed up their serving game. They started making a few more serves, and that really changed the passing pressure that Camosun had to face. And it forced a lot of balls to their outside without having an option to go to their middle, which allowed the Rustlers' block to really impact that first set.
Indeed, we'll be right back with set number 2 here for the VIU Gym. So don't go anywhere. More championship CCAA action to come here on Shaw Spotlight.
And now the starting lineup for your VIU Mariners! I don't want to be the main focus of entertainment for the crowd. The athletes are the show. And so there's that fine line of respecting what they're doing, but also boosting and showing your appreciation for what they're doing.
Yes! Mackenzie Cox.
And the crazy thing about announcing is too that you can't take a play off.
Mariners basketball.
I must admit, people like often will be like, yeah, they hear the hip hop beats, and then his buddy's like, hey, the announcer, he's doing that. What? Yeah, watch. I get that a lot. I think that's just really cool. For 2 hours every game, it's just go, go, go.
Oh my! Tori Odom magic.
I guess it's not for everyone, but wow, is it ever a rush for me.
To the VIU Gym here in beautiful Nanaimo, BC. Ian Wilson alongside Kyle Donan as we have the championship finals. It's been a long week of incredible CCAA volleyball, and we couldn't ask for anything better as that opening set came off to a hot start.
Yeah, absolutely, a very hot start. Both teams won massive rallies that probably they shouldn't have, just the way that they went, and watching the crowd reaction and get into it was great to see in a gold medal match. Good support, as you can see from the highlights where you're getting a look at here. The crowd has been very much into this one, and it's only going to get better as this match goes on.
The anticipation going to continue to build. Lots of local friends from down in Victoria cheering on Camosun, and then the fans from Lakeland, Lloydminster, Alberta, right on the border of Alberta and Saskatchewan. They've made the long trek out here to the West Coast to cheer on their girls, and couldn't have asked for a better atmosphere here.
Absolutely.
Erica Bolink to start things out for Brent Hall's squad here in set number 2, live on Shaw Spotlight. Bolink gonna go with the spin serve. That one a cannon dug out. Lang tight into Lewick. Bolink digs it out tight to the net. Tipped wide as May just took a jumping swing at it. Tried to settle it down, and that one goes the way of Lakeland.
Yeah, just an impressive pass there from Varga as well. The best probably the best server in the tournament, and Varga making it look easy with some of those passes. She continues to contain that serve. That's going to be a game changer.
McNeese able to dig that one out. Here's the quick back set to Hannah May, looking for retribution there as she gets that one in. Varga, the roll shot, dug out. Back up to Pomponio. There's Dobie, just tried to tip that over to the open gap she saw in the pot. The free ball coming back. Ball handling called there against the Rustlers.
Again, some good defense there from both sides. We've seen a lot of good defense here in this match already, and that's what you want to see in a final. Battling and grinding for every single point.
Dobie back to serve here. But Gracie May checking back into the front row. Running float is in. Lang to the outside. Varga has a swing. Kept up there by Lakeland. Varga swings again. Pomponio up for the high bump set. Borman off of the block and out as Camosun continues to build momentum early.
Yeah, that's an important swing there for Borman to start this second set. Had some trouble with the block of the Rustlers towards the end of set 1, and a good first swing off the hands and out.
Lang gonna go for the step around play with Hogue. That one tipped, goes to the outside, takes a roll shot. Had a bit of a high swing at it. Here's the shot of the back line, dug into the front row, tipped down, Janae Varga. Good decision there, good defense at the net to tip that one down.
Yeah, calm and cool. Varga just doing the little things right there, making it look easy.
If you keep to the simple things, good things will happen. Lang, McNeese able to dig that one out. Here's the outside, swing for Borman. Dug out of the back line for the Rustlers. Here's Varga, looks for the back right corner. That one just picks it out as Varga sniping the back right corner.
Yeah, 5 kills for Varga already, leading the way for both teams.
Lang continuing the service run, goes right at McNeese. Bowling, high bump set, running roll shot there as Borman, unconventional offense, gives Camosun the ball back.
Yeah, a bit of a miscue there on the Rustlers side. Not something we've seen too much of defensively, but you could see Matthews and Trumier unsure of who was going for that one and just a late reaction.
Hannah May, an ace! 4th year outside from Victoria, BC, Hannah May finding the floor there.
Yeah, good serve from May. Again, that's what set the tone in the first set, the Chargers' ability to serve.
The Chargers down a set here as they look to battle back. Varga, here's the high bump set to the outside, swung on by Bates. Thought about maybe diving towards the table to play that one, but we're still early on in the contest. Maybe if it's for the championship one.
Maybe. Airborne on that one next time.
4-4. Lakeland with the serve back. It's Janae Varga. As Bowling digs it forward. Borman gonna have to tip that one over for the free ball. Lang to the right side. Big swing for Bates as she continues to punish that right side line.
Yeah, it's just a great swing from Bates. She does really well to turn on this right side ball, as we see, looking almost cross court and then still able to go backdoor line there from the right side.
As McNeese keeps that one alive. Gonna have to go for a free ball again here.
Out of play there, it looked like her set over touched the antenna.
Just kissing the uprights there on the far side. As one thing that Camosun has not been able to do here is handle these serves well early. McNeese gets a good dig out of that one. They'll go for the dump into the middle, able to recover as that one tight to the net. Goes off the antenna for out of play, 6-5.
Again, just a mismanaged ball there on the Rustlers side. They had their chance. Good pickup on the setter dump, but unable to finish it.
Camosun, Rylan Borman puts that one wide. As Borman, sometimes we'll see that substitute for Roslinski to come in for her on the service side of things. Takes it herself that time. 2-point advantage again for Lakeland. Sarah Hogue back at the service line, standing float, dug out by Bowling. Here comes Gracie May, took a swing on the right side in behind the setter. Denied by the block of Lakeland.
Yeah, again, just partway through this second set and after the first set, the biggest difference in this match has really been the block of the Rustlers, putting that pressure on the attacking side of the Chargers.
That serve by Hogue goes into the tape and down. As Camosun, a chance to try and build back here. Gracie May going to be back to serve. Gracie May running float. That one kept out of the back row. Here's Matthews off of Doby, kept alive by Pomponio. They thought about it for a second. Doby goes up and her and Lewitt come together. 2 touches called there on Lakeland.
Yeah, I think the call was that the attempt by Lewick there didn't actually touch the block of Doby, or at least that's what appeared to be the call. As we see, it gets hung up on the tape, so not a block on the first attempt, the touch, and then touches it again.
Matthews thought about touching that one for a second, thinks better of it as it sails long. As Karina McNeese tagging in for Gracie May. And we're going to get a timeout called here by Brent Hall and the Camosun Chargers.
Yeah, I think just trying to settle things down here. Not a great start to this second set after dropping that first. So, you know, before maybe too many other points pile up for the other side, take that timeout early, have a chance to talk things over, settle things down, and try to, you know, rally the troops back. They've missed a few serves here at some key times, haven't been able to build any momentum, whereas the Rustlers have just looked very good, again, offensively, and their blocks really making it difficult for the Chargers to get going.
Brent Hall, the shot of him there off to the right side of the shot. The Chargers head coach led this team to the Pac West Championships. 9-7 your score as we get some more highlights here, courtesy of our Shaw Spotlight crew. Camosun just unable to get some structured offense going early here in the set, whereas we've seen good control and some heavy swings from the Lakeland Rustlers side. Few miscues on both sides, as we saw one there that went a little bit wide. But here, Lakeland looking to push things. As Pomponio tries to get underneath that one. Coming out of the timeout, Lakeland gonna get that coveted third point. 10-7 now in favor of the Rustlers.
Again, that serving pressure getting to the Chargers here. Bates again to serve.
Dug out, Pomponio for Bowling, forced to tip. That one goes off of the block and then takes a couple more contacts and goes out of play. Coming out of the timeout, you hope your team could build a little bit more effort or momentum, but the last couple of plays, just some unfortunate errors for Camosun. Bates finally missing one into the net. 11-8, Camosun gonna need to find a big swing here.
Yeah, it starts with the serve. If anything, that'd probably be the one thing the Rustlers are not happy about with their game. They've missed a few more serves and have kept the Chargers within striking distance, even in this second set.
Here's the step around. Lewick trying to poke that one off the block, looking for hands, doesn't get him. Has a very quick back set. Sensational work there from Jenna Lang. 11-9 in favor of Lakeland as Camosun. Pomponio to serve again here. Puts this one down the near sideline. Varga digs it out, goes back to the outside. Matthews off of the block and down. Bad recovery after it goes off of the hands of the front row. Just hasn't been there for Camosun so far.
Yeah, again, the Rustlers have managed the ball a little better off the block. Chargers haven't been able to have that same success at the net.
Matthews stepping back to serve once again. Down the far line, Pomponio gonna go to May. Set was a little bit off, just had to shovel it. There is Lewick, spikes it down.
Yeah, impressive tempo there from Lewick to get up off that block. You see it here, just a small little approach, didn't even really get back at all, just hopped and jumped and made herself available for her setter.
No time for Camosun to get set there. The athleticism on display for Lewick. As the bump set to the right side. Bowling has a crack at it. Solid dig from Lakeland. Free ball given here as Bowling puts it up but tight to the net. Doby able to get it back over. To the right side, Lewick tries to tip it over the block. Doby got a piece of it. As they'll go to the right side or the outside, kept up. May's gonna have another swing at this one off the block and down as Lakeland survives that rally and comes away with a point there. Solid defense.
Yeah, again, the block doing the job here, making it difficult for the Chargers to get anything going. Again, in particular, their setter. She set the block really well, forcing that to tack her into the middle.
Right now, Lakeland looking to be in control. May, that one out of bounds. Something a little off right now for Camosun, as I believe we're going to get the second timeout called. by Brent Hall. Indeed we will. 15-9 the score, as it was 9-7. Now it sits at 15-9.
Yeah, unfortunately not the response Hall was looking for after the initial timeout, being forced to call another one here. Not an easy position for the Chargers to be in here, down early again in the second set, and in trouble of going down 2-0 here to start this gold medal game. And just to note on the outside for anybody watching CCAA, the finals for the men's championship has been determined, and the Camosun Chargers defeated the Humber Hawks 3 straight. So the men's side has done their job, and the women's side trying to respond here as we see one of their coaches trying to fire them up as well. So congratulations to them, and now we just have to wait for the result and finish here in the women's side, which has been off to a great start.
What a story that would be if Camosun could come away with the national title in both their men's and women's program in the same year.
It would be great, but at this point the Rustlers have shown they're the better team, and Chargers are going to have some kind of a response after this timeout.
Whichever team comes away with this national title is surely going to have earned it. They've made their way through some incredible competition here at the Nationals. Bump set, swing over the block, and Lakeland picks up where they left off prior to the timeout. Incredible effort there for the Rustlers, as that block on the far side continuing to be absolutely smothering right now. May with not a lot of options, as Lewick in the semifinals was an absolute monster against Humber and continues to do so here. (16-10) your score, as that one going wide out of bounds. Erica Bolink, this is definitely the server you want on the line if you're looking to make a comeback in the momentum here. As Bolink comes through once again, solid pass again for the Rustlers though. That one tipped up and kept alive at the net. McNeese gonna give the free ball. Rustlers, how will they respond? To the outside. Varga takes a swing. McNeese with the dig. Push to the outside, slightly offline, tipped off the block and kept up by McNeese. Back set, May down the line, dug out by Trumier. Bump comes across, May takes the swing, and Varga sends it back.
Right now, everything the Chargers are trying to throw at the Rustlers have a response for. Something's going to have to change here as we see a substitution, a change of the setting position. Maybe that will give a different look for the Chargers offense.
Avery Hansen, the first-year setter out of Red Deer, Alberta, checking in favor of Pomponio here. McNeese, Hansen to the outside, quick set. That one poked over by Borman. Here's the high bump set into the middle. Varga just tips that one over, and then Hannah May took a quick swing at it. Just tried to pump that one up, unable to get to it.
Yeah, again, another good tip shot down that line as we see there. Varga just finding ways to score in every capacity. At the net with the block, tip shots, roll shots, swings off the hands. She's done it all for her team already.
McNeese digging out that serve from Lewick. High bump set to the outside. Borman off of the hands, but kept alive out of the back row. To Varga. Takes a rip down the line. That one will go wide. As Camosun surviving there, Varga got a load of that one.
Yeah, didn't miss by much though. As we see on the replay there, just wide, just a little too much of an overswing there. She saw an opening though and went for it.
Chantel Doby. Solid serve into the front row, back set, step around. Hogue takes a swing, finds some hands, and will earn the ball back for the Rustlers. Sarah Hogue, the second-year middle out of Dauphin, Manitoba. Solid contact there as Lang continues to put the ball in the perfect place here for Lakeland. Gets her serve in. Camosun having problems with it out of the back row. May swings, gets that one around the block. Lang back set, here's the step around again, but Bates offline there as that one goes into the net and down.
That's one of the few errors that we've seen offensively from the Rustlers in this second set that's been very clean for them.
Anime puts that one in. Trouble for Lakeland as this one will come across the net. Violation there against the Chargers though, and just the little mental errors. They have a chance to put that one away off of the overpass and just run into the net there.
Yeah, just too tight there for Gracie May in the middle. And plays like that, like you said, the little things just not going the way of the Chargers right now.
How can the Chargers battle back here? Bowling takes a swing. That one too long. Looking to just find some semblance of momentum here. Now sitting at 21-12 as Bowling able to get it around Hogue, but Hogue, the presence, just switching it up a little bit there. Here's Varga. Serve is online and gets the ace as Lakeland can do no wrong right now.
Yeah, they really can't, and Coach Hall's going to try to make a couple other substitutions here and see if that can help.
Paige Roslinski and Corinne Hampy subbing in. (22-12) as Lakeland looking to close out this set. Overpass, give it as a free ball, tight there to the net as Gracie May makes contact there, but that one's staying on Camosun's side of the net.
Just an impressive set here from the Rustlers. Again, everything going their way right now. Those jousts at the net, all those little plays.
And off to the left on the bench of the Chargers here, we can see Brent Hall having significant words with Ryland Borman and Erica Bowlink. Just trying to reset and recharge and get ready for the next one. As we've seen some teams do, just because you're down 2-0 doesn't mean that you're out. Service, good pass. Here's the push set to the outside. Big swing for Lana Matthews. You see on the replay there, Matthews getting up and putting that one down. Solid push set from the far side. Got the momentum on it needed as Zadek checking back in to serve like we saw in set number 1. May puts it off of the block and down to earn something back for the Camosun Chargers here.
That's a needed swing out of the middle for the Chargers. A good pass as well. And now May will go back to serve. The Chargers trail by 10 here in this second set.
Set point still for Lakeland as they look to go up 2-0. As that one kept in, pushed to the outside. Matthews off of the hands and out as she finds solid contact on the first. Gets it again and ends this one 25-14. Set number 2 comes to a close. The championship finals 1 set away. The Lakeland Rustlers up 2-0 and looking to go back to Lloydminster with the CCAA gold. We're going to throw to a quick break here, live from Nanaimo, BC at Vancouver Island University. Ian Wilson alongside Kyle Donan. You're watching the 2023 Women's Volleyball National Championship live on Shaw Spotlight.
Monsters don't have to make biological sense. They are aberrations to the logical order of things. What makes something monstrous is how much of a deviation it is from what is accepted and what is normal. But monsters also serve as that dark reflection because they speak to what we fear. I was creating creatures that, while they weren't biologically necessarily believable, what was important about them was depicting them as emotional beings. That's sort of been my goal, to see what things encourage people to take a step forward and engage with something that otherwise they might have been repulsed by or repelled by. And that's, I guess, my catharsis there, is finding ways to make the monstrosities, if you will, something that can be healing for someone else.
to VIU here in beautiful Nanaimo, BC. The gym has been rocking, and these teams are knocking on the door of the national championships. And right now, the Lakeland Rustlers looking to kick that door in. Currently up 2-0.
Yeah, it's been an impressive 2 sets for the Rustlers. In particular, in that second set, they really stole the show there. The Chargers really didn't have much of an answer, so now it's their turn to try to see what kind of counterattack they can do after the switch of sides. A new set, a chance to refocus here, but they're going to need something special because the Rustlers have looked very impressive in these first 2 sets.
And right now, it's an uphill battle on 2 fronts because there's just been a little bit of uncertainty and a little bit of hesitancy in the way Camosun's been playing their game right now. So not only do you have that, yes, if the other team is also battling the nerves and they might be missing a few things, then that's something you might be able to capitalize on. But you've got your own team having problems, and Lakeland doing no wrong right now. That's a scary combo to fight against right now for Camosun.
They are, and there hasn't really been a position that struggled. Hoag's got points out of the middle, Luke's got points out of the middle. All 3 of their wing hitters have been in on some big plays.
As Matthews puts the opening service of set number 3 in, and Camosun, that's one way to start things out. They'll get the opening point and get that energy of their fans up in the building.
Yeah, they're going to need a little bit more of that, and but yeah, it's a great first swing from Hannah May on that left side.
Considering what Hannah May was able to do in their semifinal win against UAA, be interesting to see if we could get that form or that version of her back from that game, as that one off a bowling and kisses the backboard of the retracted basketball hoop above the court. 1-1 as Lakeland earns it back. The Rustlers, Lewick back to serve. Early on here in set number 3, for just joining us. Currently 2-0 lead for Lakeland. As that one going just a touch long. Some uncharacteristic service errors for Lakeland early on in this set. Back to serve, Gracie May. Oh, pardon me, not Gracie May, that's Talia Cook. Number 14. It's Talia Cook, first-year middle out of Victoria, BC, into the game in favor of Chantel Doby to start set number 3. Appears to be the only other substitution or difference right now for Brent Hall's squad, and the Rustlers, Austin Dyer's crew, going with the same unit that's got them this far. High bump set, Varga goes and gets it, and a big block there. That's the momentum booster that Gracie May and company need.
Yeah, just getting a positive block touch, especially on Varga, who's been very difficult to stop on that left side in this match. So good hands and just positive touch there on that right side spot for Gracie May and Hannah May.
Left side, big swing for Varga, off of the hands, and Janae Varga not afraid to go right back to the well, even when she gets denied a play before. As that one, the big high bump set, allowing Varga to get up and go get it. You can see her there on the replay. Big smile on her face, but right back to business. Step around, May gets it off of the hands and out of play as Matthews just unable to turn that one back into the field of play.
Yeah, good swing there from May using the block. And that's always a difficult one there on that step around. You get caught reaching towards where the ball is as opposed to where that hitter's trying to go.
Trumier has a little bit of trouble with that one. They'll go for the back row swing. Hits the block of May in the front row. Here's the back set to the right side. Tipped over. Pomponio over, so McNeese has to set it. Bowling tips it across. Kept up. Trumier also going to do the bump set. Bates denied, and that one down on Camosun's side. As that one initially going off of the block, thought it might look initially like it was going to be on this side, but then that one down on Camosun's side as Bates got a lot of power out of that one. But credit to the defense on the side of the Chargers. As Bowling tipped that one in, McNeese right there underneath it. May with a swing. That's a great dig there from Hogue. Tipped down by May once again, continuing to disrupt at the net. Here's the step around. May dug up by Lang. Hogue thought about giving it to Vargas. She'll have to give the free ball. Pomponio to the outside. Bowling takes the swing and Boardman keeps it up. Backed up there for Bowling.
Again, Bowling just having to work so hard to get some of those points there. She has not had very many swings she's been able to score on that first attempt. Lakeland has just done a really good job to slow her down.
Sometimes you got to get creative. Erica Bowling, the back setter dump almost there. Bates takes a swing off of the hands. As Cook was there in the front row, and then Bowling! She's fired up after making connection on that swing.
Yeah, just as I mentioned, not being able to score on that first attempt. That's one where she was able to use the hands and get it on that first attempted swing.
Gracie May back at the service line. Off of Varga. Decent pass. They go for the dump. Rolls off of the net. As Cook will give the free ball. Lang sets it to the outside. Matthews takes a swing. Dug out by Camosun. Here's Bowling looking for some more. Varga gets the dig. Here's the right side. Blocked by Bowling!
Yeah, good block there from Bowling. Good positioning. And Cook able to close the gap as well and help seal it.
Solid push there as Erica Bowling. You can see the body language on the replay. She is feeling it right now. 7-4 Camosun. Trouble on the pass, gets right up though. Matthews! What a swing on the left side!
No fear from Matthews there on that outside. They give up a few points here. She gets a high ball set and just unloads down the line.
7-5 Rustlers. That one nearly kissing the uprights on the ceiling is Bowling! 8-5 is Erica Bowling getting it done defensively and offensively. Bowling with a great swing, able to find the contact, get it through the hands and down to the back line. Puts her team up 3. Pomponio, Varga forced to dig that one out. Here's the step around. Lewick gonna find it off of the hands. Lewick been so deadly running that step around all tournament long as Chantel Doby set to check in for Talia Cook. Good solid early minutes from Cook. As we'll see if Doby can make an immediate impact here checking into the game. Matthews back to serve for Lakeland. 2-0 the set score here in favor of the Rustlers. Matthews float serve down the line. Borman digs it out. Here's the right side. Bowling!
I guess Bowling didn't like the fact that I said she wasn't scoring on those first attempts. She's found a way to get 3 in a row now on that first in-system swing.
Nine, 6. As Bowling back at the service line and continues to rip on the ball. Outside, Varga! Speaking of ripping on the ball, what a swing there for Janae Varga.
Great swing, but more importantly, they contained Bowling's serve. She served very well. The last 2 rotations she's come around, the Rustlers have been able to get out of it right on the first one.
Lewick back to serve. Float, dug, good pass. Pomponio to the outside. Boardman gonna get in on the offensive action here as these 2 conference champions from their respective regions are trading blows here. 10-7 your score. Chantel Doby back to serve here for Camosun. Running float, nearly touches the floor as Matthews gets it up. Varga goes down the line. That one dug out of the back row. She'll get the help. May takes a swing. 4 touches called there as May unable to get that one over the net. And again, that's another player for the Chargers that was huge in the semifinals against UAA and hasn't really come alive yet here in the finals.
Yeah, it's just not, hasn't been able to work on that right side. Varga's done a really good job on that blocking spot.
Lang with a tough float serve. Kept up. Can Bowling get it across with a free ball? That one just out of bounds. Solid effort there, though, on the hustle for Camosun.
And some good serving pressure here from Lakeland. Their setter Lang's done a real nice job from that serving spot.
Lakeland up 2-0 in the sets. Can they kick it into another gear here? Off the tape. Great dig, though, by Bowling to the outside. The right side, I should say, is Hannah May. Direction finder a little off on that one. We'll have to recalibrate as that one misses the near side line. What a dig, though, off of the tape for Erica Bowling. Just able to contort the body and get the fist underneath it. After that serve from Lang kisses the tape. She'll continue to serve here. Now tied up at 10 apiece. McNeese. Pomponio to the outside. Borman off the block. A net violation there. A rare error for Sarah Hogue.
Again, Chargers putting a little bit more pressure on right now, which has forced some errors, something where they weren't able to do in that second set.
(11-10). Camosun still holding the slight edge here. And an ace. As Camosun finally getting what they've been looking for the service line from Hannah May.
Again, the Chargers holding a slim advantage here, needing this third set to push it to a fourth.
May continuing to pressure from the service line. That's the sign of a good player. If you can't get it going offensively at the net, find other ways to contribute in here. Back-to-back aces for Hannah May. Hannah May steps into another one, looking for the near side line, dug out by Trumier. Lang to the outside, Varga. Tipped down as Gracie May combining with Pomponio on that far side. No, no, no.
Again, serving pressure can change the game now. The Chargers block has been able to get into it here in the last few points.
14-11 as May finally her service run coming to an end. Couple of aces involved in it as this will put Varga onto the service line and into the back row. So a little bit of relief in one essence for Camosun on that left side, but now they've still got to deal with Matthews and Bates. And an ace for Varga. Just talked about applying pressure from other areas. Varga going to be a nuisance no matter where she is on the floor.
Absolutely, she's been the best player for the Rustlers in this match in all areas of the game.
Pomponio looking for the outside, Borman. That one rolls along the tape and finds a home on the floor on the inside of the far line. How difficult is that shot as a hitter?
It's difficult if you don't set up early. Borman did a nice job to set up and see that shot become available to her, which made it a little easier to make that shot. Still a difficult one no matter what, but was able to use her body positioning well.
Solid dig from Karina McNeese. There's the push set looking for the outside. The roll shot. Ran up into it for Bowling, unable to get that one off of the hands. That one will go long. 15-13 as Zadek set to check in as per usual for Sarah Hogue. So she'll head back for the serve. The Rustlers down by 2 here. Paige Zadek, third year outside from Saskatoon. Solid serve from her. Pomponio forced to use the bump on the set. Bowling rips out of the block. Lewick and Bates combining there.
Yeah, Lewick and Bates have been one of the better blocks in this tournament. In particular in this match, they've really done a nice job to contain Bowling on that left side as well as Borman.
Zadek continues. Another great serve. Here's the back set. May looking cross court from the right side. Will tag Bates and get that one to go. talked about the degree of difficulty on some of the cross-court shots. Gracie May able to pick out Bates in the front row. What a swing there. 16-14 now. May back to serve. Dug out by Matthews. Lang forced to use the bump set. Right side swing from Bates. As that one just in on the end line. The Camosun coaching staff don't like that one.
Looked very close from here. Not really any hesitation though from the line judge.
16,
Those are difficult
15.
ones given the way the reaction is from the crowd too.
These line judges have been doing an exceptional job here in the tournament. It's never an easy job for the officials. Back over for a free ball. Chargers in the middle, denied. Tipped, looking for the back row. Good recovery from Camosun here to the outside. Bolink has a rip. That one kept up by McNeese. Pomponio gonna go right back to the well. Tipped through, dug out by Varga. Back row swing from Bates. McNeese keeps it up. Pomponio to Bolink again, tips it. That one kept alive by Trumier. To the outside, Matthews has a rip and makes contact to the back row with McNeese.
Another great swing there from Matthews on that left side. She's just been a bolt of energy on that left side. Has gotten her team out of trouble on some big defensive plays.
And Bates hopping a skip after the serve there. Is a little bit of frustration after putting that one off of the tape, but still all smiles. As these athletes feeling the pressure right now. Full house here at the VIU gym. 17-16, Chargers up 1. That serve, Varga watching it go, nerves of steel as that one started to die.
Again, confidence in her team, making that call to leave. And it's there's been quite a few serves like that that have sailed out.
Matthews back to serve here. 17 all. Do or die third set here for Camosun. As they'll have to work together there, but a miscue on Camosun as the help is called for off of the initial reception, but it never came. Chargers now down by 1. As May tried to react at the last second, but pulled up as Pomponio was charging across. Matthews. Head coach Austin Dyer in the foreground of the shot, the CCAA Coach of the Year. Pomponio, high bump set. May swings it down into the net. 19-17, as we are going to see Avery Henson check in once again. As Lakeland off of a service run here of Lana Matthews. Looking to continue pressuring. Matthews dug out, a little bit of problems though. Here's the bump set. Pardon me to say, should be a regular set from Roslinski in the back line. May putting it long. 20-17 now, 3-point advantage for Lakeland. Lana Matthews, what a service run she's had here. As she'll keep it going, it kisses the tape and goes across. Here's the back set. Bolink rips it off of the block. And once again, Varga and Lewick getting it done on that left side. Absolutely smothering the hands of Lewick, the left hand going over to help on the press, but Varga essentially a solo effort there as it goes straight into her hands and down. 21-17. Matthews again handcuffs McNeese with that one. 22-17. Timeout called by Brent Hall. As what an angle there. That one just so much movement. McNeese tried to get it with the set, and that one spins off of the fingers and comes to rest. A souvenir for the fans in the stands behind her.
Yeah, pushback needed here by the Chargers. Again, the serving run by the Rustlers. Matthews has been really solid from the service line tonight, and she's putting that added pressure on the Chargers right now. And a chance to respond here. That's their only That's what they need. It's their only option at this point. It was tied at 17.
Okay, so again, what is next?
And in the big moments, the top players need to come to play. Atlanta Matthews has done just that here. 22-17, 5-point advantage for Lakeland, 2-set advantage in the game, as they look to close things out against Camosun and go back to Lloydminster with the gold. Matthews continues. What a dig there by McNeese. They'll have to give the free ball back to the Rustlers. Lang to the outside. Varga unable to dig it out. We're Camosun.
Another great swing there from Varga, and an impressive hold and push to that outside for Lang, the setter of the Rustlers as well.
Matthews continues to pressure on this service run. Another solid one into the back line. Hansen set is offline. Matthews, great pass out of the front row. Here's Varga, continues to fire from the outside.
Yeah, Varga just not letting up. 6 kills in this third set, and that sets up match and championship point here for the Rustlers.
Matthews, gold medal in her hands here. Dug out by Borman. To the outside, May takes the swing, dug by Trumier. Looking for the left side, Varga. Off the hands, but stays in. Matthews, a good pass. They'll go to Varga once again. Tip shot, kept up by Hansen. Bump set, Bolink. Blocked, but sent back over by Doby. Dump play to finish it off, keeps it alive. Bolink takes a swing, it's in! The Rustlers nearly ran off of the bench in celebration. What a dig by Camosun, as the pancake dig, just getting in there for Borman, and Bolink with a swing into the back line. Bolink back to serve. Pressure must be incredible here. That serve, good! Kissing the end line. Erica Bolink telling Lakeland they're going to have to go through her cold, dead body if they want the gold medal. (24-19). Bolink, another great serve. What a dig though by Varga. Gets right back up, swings! And that is how you win a championship. Janae Varga digs that one out of the dirt, gets right back up, and goes for a huge swing on the outside. The Lakeland Rustlers are your 2023 Women's Volleyball National Champions for the CCAA.
Impressive performance from the Rustlers in this match. Kudos to the Chargers on getting to this final, but on this day it really was the Rustlers. They were dominant from start to finish. An incredible final point there too. The top player for the Rustlers making a perfect pass off a bomb of a serve there from Bolink down the line, gets up and then just rips on it to finish and seal the deal for the Rustlers.
She could smell that one coming from a mile away. You could see how badly she wanted it, as these teams will line up for their Player of the Game ceremonies quickly.
We just got a note from head coach of the Rustlers that he would like to send a love you to his daughter. If she's still watching, if she's still awake, she may be asleep. I don't know how young she is. He just asked us to give a shout out to her. He ran up to the booth here to say that. So if you're watching, He's sending his love to his daughter, his family, and everybody back home.
Lots of big smiles on Coach Austin Dyer there, the CCAA Coach of the Year and now a national championship with his program. Erica Bolink, a warrior to the very end, the player of the game for the Camosun Chargers. Jana Lang, player of the game for Lakeland. What more could you have asked for from your setter? I don't even know if I can recall a missed set in that game. She was darn near perfect.
Yeah, I think when you talk about your setter too, you talk about everything they do, and she did that. She was a force at the net. Again, not the biggest setter in the tournament, but she was one of the more impressive blockers for the Rustlers in this game. Made it difficult for both the outside hitters on the Camosun Chargers, and she really ran her offense well. The proof is in the pudding for all of her teammates getting into it offensively, and you don't do that without having your setter run a good show for not just this match but for the tournament.
As the third set highlights to finish us off here, coming up very soon after the highlights, we'll have our interview as Austin will have a conversation with head coach Austin Dyer. But here, the third set, we saw there one of the huge plays for Lakeland, and Varga continuing to rip through that final set. Janae Varga, the number 4 I should say, the third year outside hitter from Munster, Saskatchewan. As Lakeland played just about the perfect game. As the teammates, the coaching staff, everybody's celebrating right now. As the fans here in the gym saluted by our PA announcer. And what a beautiful sight there. What it's all about, the hardware to go home. As these teams have come a long way this week. And whether gold, silver, bronze, or non-medaled, you know that every single one of these teams that was in Nanaimo this week gave every last bit that they had to this game that they love.
Absolutely, and it's the good and bad of finishing a tournament like this. There's always got to be a winner, and there always has to be somebody who falls just a little bit short in that final. A difficult feeling being in that silver position. Obviously, jubilation on the gold medal side. But, it's difficult right now to look at the way their season was, but again, an impressive season for the Chargers. They were able to get, the Pac West Championship, come into this tournament as the number 1 seed. Unfortunately, fell just a hair short in this final tonight.
And our post-game coaches interview is ready, so we will throw it to Austin, who has the head coach of the Lakeland Rustlers, Mr. Austin Dyer.
Hello, volleyball fans. My name is Austin Height. I have the excellent opportunity to chat with national champion Austin Dyer, head coach of the Lakeland Rustlers. Coach, the Rustlers last won national gold for volleyball in 2017. So if you could tell me a little bit about what it means for the team to be able to bring back home the gold in 2023.
Yeah, it's just incredible. We got to work so hard to get to where we are. Recruiting to our institution isn't the easiest thing to do, and so it's all about finding good people and good athletes and kids that I know are gonna run through the wall and work as hard as they can for me. And each time we've gotten to this point where we've been able to get to a national championship and the national final, it's 3, 4, 5 years of work of training athletes and getting us to a point that we can compete like this. And to be able to do it again from the last cycle onto this one now, I'm so proud of this group, and I'm so happy that that we were able to get to the pinnacle again here. Which, again, it doesn't. Things got to work out for this to happen, and for us to get here again, I'm so happy.
Now, naturally, being on the island, of course, there's going to be a lot of Camosun Chargers fans come out, but Lakeland actually had an entire section of their own fans that made the trip to Nanaimo. Talk about the importance of having that support there in person.
Yeah, our crowd traveled really well, and they were setting everything up. Our athletes have actually been talking about it all week, that they're going above and beyond with the color schemes and all the stuff they're bringing to the games, and so it's just adding to the excitement of the experience for the athletes. And so, yeah, no, great to have fans here for us for sure, and they did their best to battle the Camosun-filled stands, but I'd say they hung in there pretty good.
That's excellent to hear. Well, thanks so much, Coach. I'm going to let you go and soak in the moment with your team there. From one Austin to another, congratulations. Yeah, soak in that moment. Thanks so much for the chat.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Back to you guys at the broadcast booth.
Well, thank you very much, Austin. And my goodness, could not have put it any better ourselves. That's just true heart, grit, and determination there to put together that program. And really, to see the fans come all this way has been wonderful. So we're going to listen in with our ambient mics to Beth Clark, who has the mic for a speech here on courtside.
I'd also like to send a huge shout out to the host of Rhode Island University, Daniel Hyde, and her team for their fantastic work. A lot of people, a lot of hours, a lot of work goes into this, and it's been a great week, so thank you. Thank you to our local and national sponsors for their new and continued support of the CCAA championships. In particular, we'd like to recognize Sport Canada, Volleyball Canada, One Team Sports Group, Molten Jostens, Fairwear Medical Supply, Florian Print Tuttle, and Stage, Screen, and Sport Travel Services. Thank you to our refs today for safe and fair play. They run this joint. Thank you to all of the coaches. You guys put in a ton of time, a lot of work for these student athletes to get here, so thanks to all the coaches. And then finally, most important, thank you to every participant, student athlete here. You guys worked incredibly hard. There were 62 teams in CCAA competing in various leagues. You guys are doing the prop, representing your provinces, your teams, your institution as well. So take a lot of pride in being here. Hold your heads high. You guys were fantastic. The rallies, the skill level was outstanding. And my final shout out is just to these three teams right here. Bronze medalist, silver medalist, and our gold medalist. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Beth. And now it's time for our host competitor exchange. Daniel Hyde, athletic director at Lakeland University, presenting our next host, Red Deer Polytechnic, represented by Rhode Island. The amazing facility at Red Deer will board to the tournament next year. Our next award now is our CCAA Exemplary Leadership Award. This is presented to the winner by Volleyball Canada referee coach. The CCAA Exemplary Leadership Award is presented to our participating student athlete, team, or coach who demonstrates attitudes and behavior in sport that are applicable and create standards for others to follow. When I call his name, please come up to the front. The 2023 recipient of the CCAA Exemplary Leadership Award is the Edward Lompety Knights. We have the coaches and captains to come on up. Coaches and captains of the Edward Lompety Knights. Congratulations once again to the Edward Lompety Knights. It's now time for our second team All-Star presentations to be presented by Brian McLennan, CCAA VP of Finance. Once again, All-Stars, please step forward and your name is called. These are selected by the Tournament All-Star Committee. First up from Edward Lompety, Sophie Deschanel. From the Camosun Chargers, Hannah Bay.
And from the Lakeland Wrestlers, Kaylee Lewick. Are we getting a photo of all the second team All-Stars together? Let's get a photo of all of our second team All-Stars here together. Once again, everyone, give it a big round of applause for our tournament second team All-Stars. And now it's time to present our first team All-Stars. Presenting the first team All-Star presentations will be Beth Clark, CCAA Women's Volleyball Convener. Again, as selected by the Tournament All-Star Committee. When your name is called, please step forward. From the VIU Mariners, Jane Litvinenko. From the Humber Hawks, Stephanie Armstrong. Also from the Humber Hawks, Lex LaChapelle. From the Camosun Chargers, Karina McNeese. Also from the Camosun Chargers, Erica Bolink. And from the Lakeland Rustlers, Jana Lang. All right, let's get our first team All-Stars here to the front for a photo. Everyone, please, a big round of applause for our volleyball national champion first team All-Stars. Now it is time to recognize our tournament MVP. Presenting this award will be again Beth Clark, CCAA Women's Volleyball Convener. The 2023 CCAA Women's Volleyball National Championship Tournament Most Valuable Player from the Lakeland Rustlers, Genevieve Harga! Congratulations, Jenny. Outstanding tournament. All right, get ready now to present our bronze medals. Presenting the awards will be Orlando Gonzalez-Price, AVP Student Affairs here at Vancouver Island University, and as well with Beth Clark. Receiving the bronze medal for the 2023 CCAA Women's Volleyball National Championship is the Humber Hawks. Number 1, Ara Talon. Lex LaChapelle. Stephanie Armstrong. Naomi Ellis. Megan Hunt. Alex Kirstenosic. Reese Cholette. Sydney Ferguson. Hannah Manners. Alex Dubé. Tiana Stevenson. Erica Dodd. Leah Serlin. Cass Andrews. You, Lorendo. I will announce the coaching staff here for the Humber College Hawks, starting with head coach Chris Wilkins. Assistant coaches Mandy Doris, Ali Newman, Taylor Robertson, and Ben Hong. Shout out there with Sarah Scott, manager Paige Kudnick, and a shout out as well to athletic director Ray Chateau. Fans, one more time, your bronze medalists, Humber Hawks. We'll get the Hawks to come together here for a team photo. Congratulations again to Humber, and now it is time for our silver medal presentation. Presenting the awards will be Orlando Gonzalez-Price from VIU and Brian McLennan representing the CCAA. Receiving the silver awards are your Camosun College Chargers. Number 1, Jasana Coons. Dalen Jeffers. Brooke Ewer. Chantel Doby. Hannah May. Avery Sandy. Taylor Pomponio. Karina McNeese. Paige Roslinski. Rylan Borman. Madison French. Talia Cook. Avery Hansen. Erica Bowling. Corinne Happy. Gracie May. Coaching staff, Brent Hall, head coach. Jeremy Schmidt. Morgan Mockman. Chris Katugas. And the rest of the staff, Florence Lanes, Patricia Valentin, Mackenzie Stiles, and representing Camosun Chargers, athletic director Scott Quashon. Once again, everyone, your Camosun College Chargers, CCAA Silvers. Now it is time to present the CCAA gold medals to the Lakeland Rustlers. Presenting the awards, Orlando Gonzalez-Price and Beth Clark. Starting here with number 3, Grayson Hay. Janae Varga. Janet Lang. Paige Zadek. Avery Bates. Lana Matthews. Emma Jeffs. Sienna Trumier. Danica Helchison. Kaylee Lewick. Olivia Mickle. Reagan Nickel. Raina Bender. Sarah Hogue. Alexis Raymond. Carly Harlock. Head coach for the Lakeland Wrestlers, Austin Dyer. Matt Peck. Oriana Heineman. And a shout out to the therapist, Randy Kuffler, and athletic director, Alan Rogan. Once again, make some noise for the Lakeland College Wrestlers. And now we're going to get ready here for the banner and trophy presentation.
What an incredible week has finally come to its epic conclusion. A shot right there, a picture worth 1,000 words. The Lakeland Wrestlers, your 2023 CCAA Women's Volleyball National Champions. The Wrestlers able to take down Les Rouges in their first game and then took on a hot firing Humber Hawks team in the semifinals. Now they get to take the banner, the trophy, the hardware back to Lloydminster with pride, as this crew has been through a lot. The ACSC champions, they come out here to the West Coast and assert their dominance. 2017, they won it all, and here in 2023, they go back to the top of the mountain.
Yeah, a repeat from 2017 where they defeated the Chargers on home soil as well. Home soil in Victoria for the Chargers. So a bit of a bitter finish for the Chargers. Again, had a great tournament, had a great season, but the Wrestlers were really just the better team tonight, and they showed it in all 3 sets.
Well, it has been an incredible week of volleyball action, an absolute honor to bring it to you. VIU and Nanaimo, BC, our hats are tipped off to you for putting on an incredible show from start to finish. Ian Wilson, on behalf of Kyle Donan, any final closing thoughts before we send everybody off into their wonderful evening?
Look forward to seeing you all next year.
Wrap it up. Let's do it again next year. Thank you again early in the week to Sport Canada TV for all the broadcasting, and then here for this championship Saturday to Shaw Spotlight for putting together all the best angles of this championship Saturday. Do me a favor, be the best version of yourself. Thank you very much for sharing in these championships with us. It's been an honor. Let's do it all again next year.
My granddaughter, who was 10 at the time, we were out at Miracle Beach Park, the provincial park, and my father had put the first campsites in there in the 50s. He was laid off as a faller. He was getting paid $1 an hour with his chainsaw and putting in the campsite. So I was showing my granddaughter around, and I said, "Oh, your great-grandfather probably cut that tree and that stump and that log." She goes,